Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Vishwanath. I'm working as staff engineer at Qualcomm India. Today, I would like to talk about an interesting situation in OE development. That is like a way to handle pre-builds. So this is not a new topic. This has been discussed in the past. And even on the mega manual, there is a section dedicated to how to deal with pre-builds. Uh, the link for the mega manual is just provided over here. Probably you can go through it later. Uh, so to deal with pre-builds, there were a couple of suggestions which are already given by the community. So before going there, I would like to just briefly tell about the problem which I'm trying to address. So this is a scenario where LS is the owner of a software which she doesn't want to distribute to her users for various reasons. Now, for LSS users to use the software, what they need to do is they should get pre-built from LS, and along with that, LS is expected to provide a recipe. But as most of us know, right? So OE is pretty much source centric. It doesn't gel well with the pre-built stuff. Uh, in such cases, what LS has to do it is she has to use a different recipe internally, generate the binaries or libraries, provide a wrapper recipe for her users to use. There were quite a few challenges with that approach, and this problem is pretty much known for most of the companies which deal with proprietary software distribution. So as I mentioned, there were a couple of alternatives suggested by community. One of them is using bin package class. The problem with bin package class is there should be a separate recipe at LSS site and Bob's site. And the challenge is handling dependencies. For example, for me to compile a recipe internally from sources, I need to mention a dependency on a tool chain. There'll be a set of native tools which will be used to compile that. But these tool chain, these native dependencies are not required for people who just go and install the pre-builds. Similarly, the place where I point my sources, I cannot give it outside. So for the users of the pre-built class, they have to point to a custom tarball path. Similarly, the tasks like configure, compile are not going to work when I'm doing pre-built installation. So this does not scale very well. One more alternative which we can think of is using a package star. So package star is nothing but we just generate one more package as a tarball, and then but the problem with this approach is the tarballs can be created only after the packages are split. Let's say even if we want to go ahead and decide uh, to package the package D directory, even that does not scale very well, because let's say if the user is already using another packaging format, let's say IPK or RPM, then this package star is going to be altogether a new different packaging format for them, and it will be very difficult for them to convert from the star to RPM again. The problem which I described with respect to depends in the previous slide, that also holds good here. Even with this approach, handling dependency is a challenge. And and one more scenario is, let's say I have two users. I would like to distribute a slightly different variant of the library for both the users. So either using package star or bin package class is not going to help to that scenario. So to overcome this, what we would like to propose is to develop a custom class. For time being, I'm naming it as a pre-built class. Okay, so how this pre-built class is supposed to be. So the proposed pre-built class is meant to use same recipe at both the sites. So the same recipe will be used at LSS site to build from sources. She can distribute same recipe to her users, and users will don't have to tweak anything in the recipe. They'll use exactly the same recipe to build, and then the class will take care of switching between source compilation to pre-built installation. So the recipe, when used by ls, generates a tarball out of the deploy directory, and the class is capable to generate different tarballs as needed for each of her users. Similarly, for the users, the same class will restore deploy directory from the tarball. So here is a high-level implementation of the class. So the task which generates the pre-built is called as do generate pre-built. As you see, it is starring the deploy directory, and the task which runs at user side to reproduce a deploy directory is called as install pre-built. As you see, it is untarring the provided pre-built tarball into deploy directory. Now, here is the proposed workflow at LSS site. That is like the place where we have sources. So the class reads the sources, the class reads the recipe, the class reads a configuration file, and produces a tarball which is suitable for one for Bob and one for Charlie. And optionally, the class can also strip the libraries so that, let's say, if I have to distribute debug information for a particular user to debug his applications, that is possible. Then this is the configuration file I was talking about. There are two pre-built variants, one meant for Bob, one meant for Charlie. So for Bob, we'll be distributing, let's say, package 1, package 2. And package 1 has a binary, package 2 has a library plus 2 headers. And for Charlie, would like to distribute package 2 and package 3. And in package 2, I would like to give out only one header for Charlie, whereas for Bob, I would like to give 2 headers. This is just an example configuration file, which will be given as input to the pre-built class. Okay, so it's a sample implementation. So for each packaging, we'll be checking the variants, how many variants I would like to enable. And for each tarball, we'll be creating, for each variant, we'll be creating an individual tarball separately. And when I have to build from sources, that is like when I use pre-builds is false, a task will be added after do install before do package. So the very reason for doing it as part of after install before packaging is the users can still go ahead and continue using their respective packaging rules which they have. That does not really get disturbed. And the class is expected to do work as shown here for the users. So the class will go ahead and mask the task like fetch, compile, install. It will go and mark them as not executable tasks. And the do install is replaced with a custom task called as do pre-built install. And the post installation tasks like packaging QA, those tasks are expected to run as is. So as it was shown here, right? So the tarball gets installed into the deploy directory. So here is a sample implementation. So a variable called pre-built bypass task is defined. So this will have all the tasks which are source dependent. For example, the task which does fetching, unpacking, patching, configure, compile, install. So all these tasks will be marked as no executable, and we replace after do install, a custom task called as do pre-built install will be introduced. So this task will run after install before populating the sysroot. So here is a sample implementation of it. where we'll be installing we'll be reading the package from the pre-built SRC. If the tarball is present, it will go ahead and untar it onto the deploy directory. Okay, next. Now the interesting part is removing the dependencies. So when LS was providing the recipe, she knows what all dependencies which are mentioned over there are source dependent. For example, the tool chain, any native installations. So in the recipe, she'll define a variable called pre-built inhibit dips, where a list of dependencies which need to be pruned are mentioned. So when building from sources, this list is not honored. But whereas while installing the pre-builds, so we'll go ahead and selectively remove these dependencies. And it is not a good idea to remove all the dependencies, because dependencies are the way for the entire image to know what all libraries it has to pull in. Let's say, consider a scenario where another source compilation is dependent on this pre-built compilation. If the dependencies list is completely removed, then those rdepends will go for a toss. So we cannot remove the dependencies completely. That's why there is a mechanism provided for selective removal of dependencies. So this is at the high level of what we are trying to propose. This solution we tested internally. We would like to propose it for upstreaming it. So currently, the implementation is not supporting package configs. So the reason for not supporting package configs are pretty much configuration dependencies. And anyways, the class is capable of handling different config options for each customer. So we can define the conf file in such a way so that the package configs we can still manage without package configurations. And one more possible enhancement which we can think of here is the distribution of tarballs. So right now, we're assuming the tarballs will be distributed over an FTP server or via email, but the class can be enhanced to take up that work also, so that let's say when LS wants to push a new update, there is a mechanism. So below is the link for the related community discussion. There is a class sample implementation was also mentioned over here. I'll just quickly go through it. So this is the discussion we had with Richard and all, where we discussed this solution. And this is the sample class, which you can find out in the thread. We already we took care of estate tasking as well. So where and this is not the complete class. We'll probably provide the complete class soon as part of one more mailing list discussion, and then probably we would like to take it forward from there onwards. So
hello, Vishwanath.
Yeah, hello.
We were not able to see the code. We were only able to see the presentation.
Oh, 1 second. Is my browser visible now?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the mailing list discussion I was talking about, and probably I'll just open the source code also. 1 second. Is my notepad visible?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, thanks. confirming. So this is the sample implementation where do pre-built task, do generate pre-built task will run at the source site. It'll tar the $D, and then these are the by task which we will be bypassing, and then the install pre-built task will install the tarballs again at the deploy directory. So this is not the complete implementation. Probably will provide the complete implementation as part of another discussion if it is okay to pursue further.